Hi Libra, welcome to your closer look reading for March 2020. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. Also, this may resonate as yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. All right, Libra, what do we got for your closer look? What and why is going on, Libra? Page of Cups, Nine of Wands, hiccup, Temperance, I hope I don't have the hiccups, it could be Sagittarius, Four of Pentacles, King of Wands, Sagittarius, Death, that could be Scorpio, the Emperor, that could be Aries. Ooh, lots of people showing up, holy cow. Well, okay then. All right. Let me get move my cards over there. Okay. What's this Nine of Wands about? What's this Nine of Wands about? Eight of Pentacles. This is Temperance about. This is Page of Cups, right? Okay. So, that's interesting. There's been some back and forth. You've given this a lot of thought. What's this Temperance about? Justice. Okay. This is Four of Pentacles. Could be Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, or Cancer. That's Judgment. This is King of Wands. Ten of Cups. It could be Sagittarius. What's this Death card about? So, are you two at an impasse? You're working on things. Well, if you're working on things, it's there. But this has been a long time coming. Whatever's going on has been, you've been back and forth with this. There's been ups and downs. And this is someone that's trying to control too much. Are they, like, they're needing things to be a certain way before they can... What is that all about? That's interesting. What's this Death card about? Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. That could be Capricorn. What's this Emperor about? There's been a shift. Knight of Cups. That could be Scorpio. Here's the thing. There's been a shift about what you want in a relationship and how you want to be treated. And you would rather, for the Libras I'm reading for, you would rather walk away from something than to continue the way it's been going. And this is someone that has been juggling or trying to handle, it's like they're trying to control the way something is done. And I don't know what that is, but they're not, things have to be a certain way. And you're like, no, it doesn't. I'm more important than the things being a certain way. If that's what you, like, what are you talking about? I'm about to walk away and you're upset because that it's just not the right time yet. Or it's like, you're going to lose me if, like, this is an issue here. And the fact that you have to explain that is kind of like eye-opening as well. And I think this is you going, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of the needing to kind of machinate and prolong and extend things and justify and this and that. And this is someone that needs to come to terms with basically their issue of control. I know that sounds really random and weird and it feels weird, but this is just, It's almost like they're going to lose you over the minutia. This is really specific. I think this is you walking away from a situation that you're kind of frustrated with because someone is just not, they don't want to do anything if it can't be a certain way or if things aren't right. And it's like, well, what does right mean? Like, you need to define that. And this, it's like they get hung up on it. They get hung up on, and maybe this is someone saying my life is, there's a lot that I need to shore up in my life right now. And that's why you walk away. That's fair. But if you're in connection with someone, for the Libras that I'm reading for, some of you might be with somebody that just nitpicks or something. Like, what is that all about? And you're just like, you know what? I'm not doing that. You're not doing that. And out you go. And then we got an apology here. But is this someone that is just not really handling their life very well? And you're like, I don't want to be always helping you clean up the storm. I don't want to be a part of a storm. And part of it, can I just say, part of it feels like you are more expendable than the thing or whatever they kind of are wanting to control. Like, what is it about that thing that they are kind of preserving and is making them so stressed out that they let you walk away rather than deal with the thing? And this is about your self-respect, and you're being like, you know what? I want different in a relationship now. I don't want the way it's been anymore. I want different. And I don't want to keep doing what we've been doing, because for Libra, it's like you've been in this support capacity while someone's just stressed out all the time and just handling all this stuff. And you're like, when's it going to be our turn? When's it going to be my turn? And instead of even waiting for the answer, it's like you do an about face and out you go, which I'm like all for. Like high-fiving you on the way out. But because, I mean, really, you know, with a certain modicum of respect and appreciation for someone's time and devotion. And this is you calling out the dynamics of the relationship and saying, I don't want it to be this way anymore. I want to be treated differently. I want respect, and I want to be prioritized. And this is, what's showing here is that you're holding out for that and that you get it. Honestly, that you get whoever's dealing with something. But I just want to say that also what's coming through is that there's a feeling of relief. You walking away in a huff, because that's what's going on here. You walking away is it kind of what they wanted. I think they were, because they couldn't keep doing both. So you walking away is giving them a chance to deal with whatever they were protecting or whatever they were trying to manage. Like, they were trying to manage you, they're trying to manage this, and instead of it being just this fluid between you and them, it's like that, whatever this was, took precedent, and they were willing to let you walk away. They were secretly glad that you did, because they couldn't keep all the, you know, plates on the sticks or whatever that trick is. They couldn't, all the balls in the air, they couldn't do it. So you walking away gives them time to handle the other thing, whether it's work, I don't know what it is. They're frustrated with something. They're frustrated because things haven't been going the way they wanted to or planned, and it's kind of like that's enough to shut the whole thing down with everything. It's almost, I hate to say moping or pouting, but they get so frustrated that they just shut down, and they kind of, some of them lash out. Anyway, but what's showing here is that you walk away, and in doing so, it's almost like they're kind of glad you did, because it gives them time to deal with it and handle it. And then they come back around. Just be prepared that obviously it's going to be your choice. But I think that this is like, it's almost like this is the last time you're doing this with this person. Because in a way, it's like, you know, I've learned all I can from you. So I really do hope that you are sorry and that you mean it, because this is going to be the last time for me. I won't do this again. I've learned all I can from you, and after this, I think I'll just be able to take what I've learned here and progress to the next thing. I will not be treated like this again or anymore. I just, no. So I don't know what that's going to do to the person, though, because they've got some control issues. I don't know if they're going to hear that loud and clear and be like, okay, I get it. or like, and that's going to, affect some change, or if it's going to be fine for a while and then here you are again. My hunch is that you're going to get back to, it's going to go back to the way it was, because there's not enough here. You have changed, they haven't. This has been whatever is going on here has been a wake-up call for you. For them, it's just more added stress to the pile that they already have, that they're trying to manage, that they can't. This has been a huge learning curve for you, and you have changed, they have not. I think they want to, I think they think they have, but this is someone that they don't like. This is someone that has a very independent, like, private side, or they want things the way they want them, and they want to do things the way they want to do things, and they don't like to be pressured, they don't like to be stressed out. Like, there's control issues here. So are they coming back and wanting to do the thing? Yes. Is it going to stick? I don't know, because this is something that you have arrived at, that you've gone through enough times to where you're like, you know what, I'm going to take my chances, and I don't want to do this again. So you've arrived at this position. Like, there's frustration here. Your person has not had that yet. And so, like, they're just trying to accommodate. They're trying to clear out some things. They're trying to manage. This is not somebody who's experienced a change or has come to a realization based on experience. This is someone just trying to calm and put out the fires. Again, control. Instead of affecting some sustaining change to where they don't have to run into the same circumstances again. So I'm worried that this is going to be short-lived, just because you have experienced this, and because of that, you're like, okay, now I know what I want. They're just trying to manage something. So there's more of this ahead, because they haven't understood it yet. They don't get it yet. They just don't see it the way you do. So just be aware of that this is someone that, whatever they think they've handled at this point, they've really just kind of prolonged or appeased a situation that's going to come back, and they're going to have to deal with it again. It's like they don't want to make anybody mad, so they never really take a hard stance on anything, because they don't want the scrutiny, they don't want the accusations or guilt or shame or whatever it is. But by not standing for it, they invite that anyway, because there's always the people that are going to come back and go, well, you said, well, what about this? Well, what, you know what I mean? And I think that's why they're kind of private about certain things, or they're very stubborn, because they get worn out, they get exhausted, they get mad, they get resentful, and then they're just going to carve out time somewhere, and everybody else can go to H-double hockey sticks and leave me alone. And they end up getting so frustrated because they feel like everybody just needs and is asking of them, and they just kind of get to where they kind of erupt, or have do something, like all of a sudden they don't answer their phone for 3 days, or they don't respond to anything. It's like, where were you? Nothing. I was just taking some much needed me time. And you're like, really? Nobody knew where you were for 3 days? What is going on? Like, that's what this is. That's what this is. Okay, all right. That was for, I want to talk about a deep dive. Jeez. That was for Libra. Someone's just kind of fed up with, and even you're just like, you used to be a safe place. Like, for the Libras I'm reading for, you were kind of their reprieve, or there was this very romantic sort of escapist type of feeling with this, and you're like, that's, the whimsy is gone here, because now I'm being shunned. Now I'm being kind of put on the outer circle, and I don't like that either. I want to be front and center. I want it to be an us thing. I don't want to be cast out because you can't set up boundaries for other people, or you can't enforce your boundaries, and other people don't respect your boundaries. That's not my problem. I don't want to be shut out because you can't maintain boundaries. And instead of realizing that, you know what, you got a point there, they might lash out at you because you're expecting too much of them, or, well, what do you want me to do? And you're like, I want to be treated the way I should be treated in a relationship, the way I want to treat you, so yeah, okay. This is not your first time dealing with this. What else for Libra? Taking a breather, giving this a rest, as you should. It's a lot. So taking some time here. Again, you have changed because of what you've gone through. It's like you can't go back. You can't not know what you know. And this experience, enough of it's happened to where it's changed you, and you're just like, I know what I don't want now, at least in a relationship. I know how I don't want to be treated. We can't continue in that vein. That was for Libra. Fire. Yeah, you're getting feisty. I think you're chomping at the bit to take off, to do things, to have things take off, to happen, to progress, all of that. And your person is still trying to manage all these little piles. And you're like, no more piles. Let's do this. Let's do. And so you're ready. You are ready. Okay. All right. That's for Libra. The choice is always yours. You could decide when they do come back, you could decide, you know what, I don't want to go through any of it again. I just don't know that there's been the change that needs to be. Like, I don't feel confident that we're seeing eye to eye here, and I just don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk getting my heart broken. And it could be that you just decide to permanently stay away. But right now, it's a break. What else for it, Libra? What's for Libra? 4 of Wands, page, yeah, 4 of Wands, 4 of Wands, yeah, that too, 4 of Wands and Page of Pentacles reverse. This is a communal situation, a together situation, partnership, couple, living as married, all that, whatever. But it's one-sided, and it's someone acting rather childish and controlling and kind of, if I don't get my way, I'm going to pout, or I'm going to shut down, I'm going to shut everybody out, that sort of thing. To be fair, it could be a coping mechanism, like, I just need a couple days. That's reasonable. But what's not is the lashing out and the frustration and the anger that comes with it. And they're taking it out on you when it's not necessary to do that. You were and have been a support, and now you're on the outs. Why? Because you're asking of them also. If they had boundaries, or if they handled things, there wouldn't be this perpetual need from them that they keep perpetuating by not taking a hard stance on anything. This is someone who kind of needs to stand their ground about a few things. They need to say no and mean it. Because if you can't say no, your yeses don't mean anything either. Everything's negotiable always, and there's no... there's just no, bottom line. And that erodes trust. Because you don't stand for anything. They need to get pretty clear on what their boundaries are and what they want also, instead of just trying to appease everybody. Okay. All right, Libra, I hope this was helpful. Good luck to your person. I feel for him, because it's got to be stressful and exhausting to constantly trying to be pleasing everybody and managing and just... So, and you're getting kind of antsy. You're like, you know what? We need to get this show on the road. Can we get those boundaries up? Here's the hammer. Let's do this. Hammer and nail. Let's go. Okay. I hope this was helpful, Libra. I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by. Much love to you and your person this March. All right. You take care.